Good morning and welcome to Adult Story Time this morning. We're so glad you could join us during this holiday season for our stories taken from the book Christmas Remembered by Tomie DePaola. Our story this morning is entitled The Christmas Sing. Let's see what memories it might bring back for you. The Christmas Sing. If there was ever a man in my school life who loved Christmas, it was the high school vocal music teacher. The Christmas Sing every December had become the event of the holiday season in Meriden, thanks to Tomie DePaola. The special chorus began to learn songs early in October. Every year, some old favorites would be pulled out of the fire, and the latest pop, Christmas, or winter holiday song would be rehearsed, as well as classical pieces by the likes of Bach and Handel. Songs were sung by young sopranos, fresh-faced tenors, and baritones and basses whose low voices didn't quite fit with their gawky bodies. The middle of the program was the singing of traditional Christmas carols, such as Joy to the World, O Little Town of Bethlehem, and Silent Night. Everyone was invited to join in carol books supplied by the Metropolitan Life Insurance Company were on every seat in the auditorium. The color cover was the same year after year. A nighttime New England snow scene of a white wooden clapboard steeple church, glowing windows and a tiny crowd of people streaming into the church under the midnight blue sky. And wait, is that a Star of Bethlehem over the church? Then the moment everyone was anticipating, the special chorus performance of the musical version of The Night Before Christmas, composed or commissioned by Fred Waring for his famous Fred Waring and the Pennsylvanians. It was perfect for a good-sized chorus with a rich mixture of voices. Before the chorus began singing, Tomie DePaola would invite all former members of the special chorus home from college to join them on stage. A stream of young men and women filed down the aisles and took their places among the proper vocal groups. 4 years later, I would be among them. The piece went on for 15, 20, or 25 minutes with special solos interspersed throughout. It was always magical, and it always got a standing ovation. I auditioned and was accepted for the special chorus in my sophomore year, the first year of high school in my day. Mr. DePaola liked my boy soprano voice, and I began to hope that maybe I'd get to sing a solo in The Night Before Christmas. I guess I was the closest thing to a prepubescent English choir boy in the whole of Meridian. In reality, I was short and I hadn't entered puberty yet, trust me, and I still had the clear bell tone that boy sopranos had. Then it happened. Mr. DePaola asked me if I'd like to do a solo. He must have sensed that I thought I might get to sing one of the Night Before Christmas solos, because he exclaimed gently that those solos only went to juniors and seniors. He told me that Miss Riley, who had been our junior high music teacher and was the organist at Holy Angels, where we went to church, had told him about me singing Under the Stars. He said he loved the song and that's what he wanted me to sing. Of course, I said yes. Then he surprised me with a different request. He must have seen the article on Christmas decorations in the Meridian Record, which wrote admiringly about the 3 life-size medieval carolers I had painted and built with my father's help for our front lawn the year before. The chorus always sang with an unadorned blue-black curtain behind them. Mr. DePaola hoped I could do some larger-than-life cutouts for a scenic decoration. He showed me a Christmas card of some Victorian English carolers with a coach and 4 that he thought would make a good backdrop. I said I would, but I knew I would need the help with the horses. I asked Miss Bishop, one of the art teachers, if Claire Goslin could help. She could draw horses much better than I could. It took weeks of work, but when the curtain was opened and the audience saw the 6 to 8 foot Victorian carolers clustered around a gaslit lamppost, looking at Claire's wonderful coach and 4 complete with boxes and passengers, they burst out clapping. My first Christmas sing as a sophomore was sheer joy. I sang my solo, Under the Stars, One Holy Night, A Blessed Babe Was Born, and during the next 2 years, I had those coveted solos in The Night Before Christmas. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work in junior year, and the stump of a little old pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke went round and round and around his head like a wreath in senior year. Then in my senior year, within weeks of Christmasing, my voice changed suddenly, without warning, all at once. I could still sing my Night Before Christmas solo as a high tenor, but Mr. Parisi had picked out another solo to show off my boy soprano voice. Somehow, once in Royal David City didn't sound quite the same as it should. Crisis, but it was Flossie to the rescue. Sing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, she suggested. I did, accompanied by my classmate, the beautiful Georgia Bradley, on the piano, and it was a great success. By the way, I can still remember the words to Under the Stars if anyone is interested in a mid-baritone performance. I'm inexpensive and available. And that's our story this morning. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned next week as we bring you another holiday story. Until then, stay safe, be healthy, and have a wonderful week.